And I'm Robert Glass.
Beasts.
Oh.
And we are here for the Vice President of Finance debate, but we actually have some breaking news. Jon Alter would like to say a few words. So, Jon.
Thanks, Jenna. To the students and the student organizations of Binghamton University, it is my duty to inform you of my withdrawal as a candidate for the position of Vice President for Finance for the 2008-2009 term. I write to you in an effort to gain your apology, for I am most certainly sorry for having to withdraw. Additionally, I would like to stress this decision was not easy to make and is truly my own. Unfortunately, my personal life and feelings have gotten in the way of me accepting this position, and it would be wrong of me to take on such a role without the ability to contribute 100% of myself to its cause. Believe me when I tell you, I am in no way leaving the students or the organizations of this premier university. I would still like to continue in participating in various forums and on various levels. Next year, I offer my assistance to each and every office, should you need it, and to each student group, should you want it. As for my opponent, I believe Alice will do an excellent job if elected, and I support her campaign wholeheartedly. She has the potential to make some great improvements for the student groups, and if she needs any help, she should not hesitate to give me a call. Thank you again for your time.
I certainly will not hesitate.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jon.
Thank you very much, Jon.
Thank you very much, Jon. Oh, they're hugging for the radio audience because you can't
It's
see.
a very touching moment.
I'm not sure what else there's left to say.
Well, I guess we could just do an interview then.
All right.
So that, you know.
Questions you would like to ask?
Okay.
Would you like to give a 1-minute statement about who you are, why you're running?
Yeah, sure. My name's Alice Liou, and I'm, as you know, I'm running for financial vice president. I've worked with one of the largest cultural groups on campus, so I understand how tedious this process is. I know how much easier it is to have when you have someone sitting there helping you out. I want to be that person, like I said last year. What I plan to do, backtracking on that, there are other qualifications that I believe would help me in this job. For instance, I was co-chief of staff during Rich Marmoleos' reign. In addition to that, most recently, I am the SA treasurer, and which also stands as the head of the financial council. I think that's my phone.
All right.
Next, that's what, and again, like I said, I believe the process is tedious. It's very long, and it's annoying for student groups, especially when you have classes to deal with, not just your organization. That's why with the essay link that's coming through, I believe everybody, it'll be great. We can all take advantage of it come the speculated date of April 14th. Besides these broad ideas, I also have specific ones regarding programming. As you all know, the entire Old Union is going offline next semester due to renovations. This area being one of them, along with Mandela Room and Room 133. I have several plans in process, but I guess I'll get along with questioning before I go into specifics.
Okay. Do you have past experience with running large fiduciary concerns?
Yep, certainly. To list them off, I was the treasurer of Asian Student Union, which means we not only does Asian Student Union run their own program, but there's 7 subgroups underneath it. So we, at the beginning of the year, the budgeting process is similar to that of the Financial Council. We listen to budget proposals from the treasurers of each 7 subgroups, and then we decide whether how much money they should get. We do one for the fall semester and then one for the spring semester. Depending on their progress during the fall semester, that will help us decide what they get for their spring semester, because come spring semester that's when the largest cultural programs occur. I'm sure you've all heard like Asian Student Union is a fundraising machine, so there's a lot of money coming in and a lot of money going out. Besides Asian Student Union, besides working on one side of the fence, I've also worked on the other side of the fence. I've worked for, like I said, the co-chief of staff, which means we had to verify vouchers. So you had to know the handbook inside and out. If not inside and out, at least you had to know what to do when voucher came to you and what problems there might arise. And most recently, I worked as the SA treasurer, which means I had the financial council. That's a group a group of 9 people. Right now, I'm sure everybody knows the budget processing is going on, so that's also, there's 5 accounts that the financial council handles and that I personally handle the accounting for.
Okay, thank you.
An important point you've made in the past is that the SA needs to move as much of its accounting and treasury services online. Would you like to talk about your plans in this regard and what you plan to do?
Yeah, sure. I personally never made that a point in my campaign because my opponents have always talked about it. So, but what I do know is that I believe it will be it will help students out a lot, but unfortunately the vouchers will still remain a problem because receipts cannot be scanned or photocopied. We always need the original for that. The carbon copies aren't, the office, unless there's a special exception, they will not accept photocopies for it. I believe but for other student groups, going online for religious prior approvals or fundraising notifications will certainly help us keep better records. But there's just a problem with the vouchers. But otherwise, it's an advantageous program.
All right, thank you.